What is going on, guys? God bless you. Carlos here with Serranos Mobile Detail in Dallas, Texas. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. I'm very excited. I'm currently heading to Corinth, Texas, which is about an hour, I think an hour and 20 for me. But I'm excited because on today's video, guys, we may be talking about different topics. One of the topics that is, I was emailed. This question was, what do you do when you get a customer who was on a maintenance plan and stopped using you, and now 5 months later they are calling you back because they want you to do their vehicle? How do you handle that, Carlos? So that is going to be one of the topics that we are going to be talking about. Second topic we're going to be talking about is gift cards, right? Gift vouchers. What do you do? Do you do them? Do you offer them? How often do you do those? I'm going to give you the pros and the cons about that. And I think it's going to be definitely a really good video. On today's video, we're going to be working on a Toyota Tundra, I believe. And I haven't seen this one, but I'm excited because, as always, interiors are life. Interiors are king. But I'm excited because really we're going to be talking about a lot of things in today's video. So I'm excited. It should be maybe a little bit different than rather than just working. We're going to be talking. So stick around and let's get on the road. Today we are going to be working on this Tundra Platinum. The interior, you're about to see a couple clips of how it looks. It's a bit dusty. On a scale of 1 to 10 on dirty, I would say maybe like a 7. It's not that bad, but to some it's like a 10, right? But I rate it like at a 7. It's not that bad. And we are also going to be doing a engine bay detail on this truck as well, because this engine needs it, right? So before we continue with this video, we're going to talk about this truck here, and that is, this one here is a gift voucher. Customer purchased this gift voucher, I believe like in December, as a Christmas gift, right? So when it comes to gift vouchers, I do offer them. It's not something that I love to do often. I open it up like special occasions, such as maybe Valentine's, maybe if they're like, hey, it's my friend's birthday or my wife's birthday and I want to gift her a detail, right? It's those types of scenarios. Christmas, sometimes I'll do like Black Friday, because the beauty of that is, for some detailers, they love it because they get a substantial amount of money in like hours, right? But the negative side to that is, for instance, if you want to put it that way, is today is a $0 day, because majority of the detailers probably have already spent that money on something else, right? Because they've already got it, they paid for it, and it's like now they've wasted the money, right? Good thing for me, I tend to always put that money to the side, so that whenever I do that vehicle, right, I'm like, I pay myself, like, all right, they paid for it, and I have that specific gift voucher for this car, right? So it's like, so I don't feel like, man, I didn't make no money today, right? But in this gift voucher, it was the total price on the gift voucher was $350, included an interior detail, and if you bought it within a certain time frame, you would get the engine bay detailed as well. So it was a buy an interior detail, you get the engine bay for free, right? So in reality, the cost on this package would have been like $450, but obviously they got it for $350. So I do offer them. It's not something that I like to offer a lot of the times, because of that scenario of like, one, I really don't like doing them because you never know what can happen. Let's per se that I pass away, those customers are gonna want their money back, and I'm gonna be 6 feet under, and I won't be able to give them their money. You know, that's kind of how I see it. So that's one of the reasons why I don't like to take money in advance, because you never know of life scenarios can happen, and when it's time to for them to pretty much say, hey, I'm ready for my detail, guess what? If some life scenarios happen and you can't do it, or you don't have you went out of business, guess what? You're gonna be in some big trouble, very unhappy people. So that's one of the reasons why I tend to not like to do gift vouchers a lot. But some others love it because you do get that big amount in like hours. Sometimes when you put these sales out, everybody jumps on them. So the beauty of it is you get like a big amount of cash coming in on these gift vouchers that are gonna be redeemed maybe in a couple months. So, but let me know in the comments, do you like doing gift vouchers or gift certificates? What do you like about it and what don't you like about it? Maybe we're in the same boat here. So let's continue on this interior. Honestly, I've already gone ahead and done really the major work. We are now to the extraction. That is all I have left is the extraction. We're gonna go dry upholstery method on this one just because of it is not that bad. Once I blew everything out, the dry upholstery method is gonna be the best method for this carpet. What you're about to see is how I'm doing my dry upholstery method, right? Some resort to the PNS threesome, like, you know, that the 3-step PNS products, right? I kind of do it with using the Rack Company Air Blaster Plus with some distilled water in here, and then what I have in here is actually Flex BioBreak. The beauty of BioBreak is, one, it has the fiber rejuvenators, right? So what that just means is it's gonna make the fibers look much better. And hopefully you can kind of see on the video as I'm hitting it with the with this product, you're taking that carpet from like that dry look, right? And then as I'm cleaning it with this, you can start seeing kind of the color changing on the fibers, right, as it's cleaning it. And then I'm coming back with my vacuum and just vacuuming all the debris, everything that's lifting off from this. This is my most favorite way to clean, especially Toyota products or anything that's a very thin carpet material. I love going this route. That way I don't have to really extract the carpet. If you do it correctly, meaning if you vacuum the interior correctly, the carpets and all of that, you shouldn't have a problem when it comes to the extracting phase. That's how I resort to this tool a lot, because it definitely cleans your fibers really well. Now to the conditioning phase. So for that, we're going to use 2% milk for all the interior. And I was just kidding about the 2% milk. This is actually Drive Auto Appearance Luxe Cockpit Conditioner. You know what term I've never understood is when somebody says, let's discuss the elephant in the room. What does that really mean? For real? Can somebody tell me? But anyways, as I am conditioning the interior, a couple days ago, I received an email from a viewer. And for those who follow me on Instagram, you kind of know where I'm going with this next topic. He asked me, hey, I have a customer that I haven't serviced pretty much like in 5 months, right? And I guess the customer now is reaching out for him to go back and do the vehicle. And this one is a bit of a it definitely created some mixed emotions on the post, right? What I'm about to say, some people might like it, some people might not agree to it. But again, these are all just kind of like life scenarios that I've gone through as well. And I've had to figure out a way to make it make sense. A while back, this was probably like 3 years ago, I kind of had that scenario where the customer pretty much ended up going with another detailer. And again, there is nothing wrong with your customer going with somebody else. But in all honesty, if that was to happen to me again, and this previous customer wants to get back on my maintenance plan, a lot of the times, I'm gonna be very honest, your previous customer was probably being serviced by another detailer. Maybe for the reason that maybe they couldn't afford you anymore, maybe there was just something they weren't liking about your stuff, or something happened in that relationship with your customer that they decided to go elsewhere, right? And don't ever take it personal. Sometimes it's finances, right? I get it. A lot of my customers start in my maintenance plan and it's $150 every 2 weeks, right? And what tends to happen, maybe some customers like, honestly, I can't afford it anymore. We're gonna look somebody else, right? As a detailer, that's where I'll kind of be like, okay, you know what? Let's do it for $120, right? But again, a lot of the times there are detailers out there that are charging $40 for maintenance, right? Obviously the quality, I don't know, right? So for some certain reason, your customer ended up maybe going with somebody else, right? A lot of the times that tends to happen. And when you come back and service it, that vehicle is probably in worse shape than what you left it, right? Or than what you remember. So in all honesty, in my opinion, and this is customer to customer basis. If it's a customer that, you know, I service a lot, we had a great business relationship, right? I would probably, regardless, I want to do a full interior detail on that vehicle to reset it back to how I like it. And then we can continue back to that maintenance plan, right? But it's all just kind of, it depends, right? Honestly, I would probably be like, I can definitely take care of it, and just kind of continue the maintenance plan that they were in, right? But also, I always let the customer know, like, hey, it's gonna be $150, your normal maintenance plan that you were on. But if that interior is a bit out of that normal, it's gonna be probably like $200, $250 to reset it. If we're at the $250 mark, I'll probably just give you $50 off my interior detail. So instead of $300, you're gonna pay $250. We're gonna do everything again, right? That's just kind of the way I see it. But I'd love to know in your input, what would you do if this happened to you, right? And again, it's all customer to customer basis, to where you're like, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'm gonna take care of it. But majority of the time, those interiors are usually worse than how you remember it, because by now it happens. They've probably seen a couple detailers in between those months, and a lot of the times is, you know what, I don't like how this interior is looking now. Whatever products they've been using, I don't like it, and now they call you to come and fix the other detailer's problem. So let me know in the comment section what you think. You know, it's one of those subjects that I know a lot of people have a 50-50 input on it. I'd love to know your input, right? As for me, if it's in really bad condition, I will charge them more of an interior detail to reset it, and then they can get back on that maintenance plan, right? But if it's not in bad shape, I'll just be like, you know what, don't even worry about it. We'll continue that 150, and that's it. Now, I know what you're thinking. I know you see that IK sprayer. So recently, I ended up buying this little one for a window cleaner, and then I just bought I bought two of the bigger ones from Drive Auto Appearance. One is a acid. One is made for, like, I guess, acid products. You know what I mean. And they're actually pretty good. These, I'll say that I have enjoyed the sprayers. Now, I know you guys always hear me say the IK trash foamers. Those are two separate products, so don't ding me on that I talk crap about IK. Because the sprayers, I'll say, they're actually pretty good. And then obviously, when you're cleaning your glass, go ahead and clean all your little chrome pieces. This thing looks really, really good, to be honest. From how it looked to how it looks now, I think we are at about, I think we're probably got 2 hours, to be honest, maybe an hour and 45 minutes. We're moving and grooving. So I do a 2 towel. The first towel is to kind of blend the product into the glass, and then I'll come back with a dry one just to kind of buff off the rest of the glass, if that makes sense. So after this, we clean the engine, wash it, and we're good to go. Finally done with this project. Overall, this project did take me 3 hours to complete, but overall it turned out really well. Overall, today we did an interior detail on this one, as well as a engine bay detail. On today's conversation, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of my input on a couple of topics that I was asked, right? And one of the topics obviously was the gift vouchers, right? I really want to know, do you offer those? Do you like offering them, right? Because every detailer is different, right? And on the last topic was, you know, what do you do if you've been servicing a customer for a good while and then you stop servicing them, and then let's just say 5 months later, they inbox you again and say, I want to be back in your maintenance plan. What do you do, right? Hopefully you guys got a good glimpse of just of opinions, right? Because everybody has a different opinion when it comes to those scenarios, right? But I hope you guys enjoyed really majority of today's video or conversation. For the products that we use today, obviously we use the Rag Company Air Blaster Plus with first rinseless to clean all this interior, and then secondly we use Flex BioBreak in the Rag Company Air Blaster Plus for our pre-spray for the carpet, and our Chief Steamer to steam all of our interior as well as our carpet as well. For the conditioning on the interior, guys, we use Drive Auto Appearance Luxe Cockpit Conditioner on both leather and vinyl or plastic and doors, all of that. We use that as on there as well. And even on the mats, right? You're gonna see maybe a clip right now on how the mats turned out, and they turned out really, really well, right? Usually my process for that is wash the mats, dry them off really, really well, and then I'm gonna condition my mats using the Drive Auto Appearance Luxe Cockpit Conditioner, and just let them air dry, right? By you giving it time, it's gonna create that non-slick, slippery feeling, right? As well, it's gonna rejuvenate your mat as well. And then obviously on the exterior, we just gave it a nice foam wash using the Drive Auto Appearance new foam cannon with those different styles of nozzles. And for the soap, we use Max Shine's, their green one. I forget the name of it, but it's like thick foam, and that's what we use. And then obviously for the tires, we use the Drive Auto Appearance high gloss tire dressing. And that pretty much wraps it up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, God bless you guys, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.